Hey everyone, and welcome back. It is a brand new month, which means it's a brand new task. Now before we get on to this month's task of the month, let's revisit what May's task of the month was. During May I decided to set two tasks because after speaking to a few people I realised that my task that I set wasn't exactly very inclusive of all dreamers. A lot of people who watch my videos are at the beginning stages of their lucid dreaming journey or struggle to get lucid on a regular basis. So the task I was setting might have been a little bit hard for some people to do. So instead I set two tasks, one that was more aimed at beginners and then another one. So the beginner task was to write at least one dream per day in your dream journal. I figured this was a good task for beginners because, as we all know, dream journals help with dream recall, they help with logging down your dream signs, which in turn will help with lucidity. The other task was to create art in a dream. There were no rules here, it was simply just to create some kind of art within the dream world. So for me, I will admit now, completely failed on that first task. In fact, May was the month that I wrote down the least amount of dreams. Now, I kind of have reason for that. It wasn't a great month for me, and lucid dreaming kind of took a bit of a backseat. There were other things that I really had to kind of focus on, so admittedly I didn't do so well on that task. For the main task, I completed this maybe a week or so ago, and I was just having a regular dream and by chance became lucid after a sudden spark of awareness. I started to panic, which is quite rare these days. I used to panic a lot in my early days of lucidity. Whenever I got lucid I would just kind of freak out a little bit, and that hasn't happened in a really long time, so I was quite surprised that that feeling of panic came back during this dream. But I managed to kind of stabilise things, and I remembered that I needed to create artwork. So I was in this sort of like back room, sort of like a supply cupboard type room, and there was a piece of paper on the countertop, so I went straight to that, found a red pencil next to the piece of paper, and I just started scribbling. And I figured that I would just end up creating this amazing piece of work, but no, literally I was just scribbling, and I scribbled a lot of red lines. Feeling a bit disappointed, I decided to try again. This time I went to like a whiteboard that was on the wall beside me, and I grabbed a marker pen and I just started to draw people. I decided I would just try and design a character and just draw a person, and I managed to draw pretty well. What I was hoping to draw did in fact happen. I was still a little bit unsatisfied by it, and I ended up wiping the drawing away, but as I wiped the drawing away, another drawing was revealed underneath that drawing, and it was quite a cartoon style monster. And I spent a little time studying it and thinking, well, if I ever need like a monster design in the future, whether it's for a video game or anything like that, here's a good monster design. Admittedly, don't recall much about it now. It kind of looked a bit like Killer Croc in the Arkham games, something like that. So that was May for me. If you managed to do those tasks, then don't forget to let me know in the comment section, that's the word. So for this month I did receive quite a few suggestions in various places, and I was struggling to pick which one to do. So instead what I did was I looked through my dream journal at previous tasks that I had done, and I found one that I wanted to revisit in particular, and that was to find my authentic self. Now when I've tried this one in the past I've had very weird results, one of which resulted in a little gnome guy who was very, very rude to me. So I've never really found a good answer with that, and because it's kind of open to interpretation, I think it would be really good to see how other people go about doing that. And now for the more beginner task. This month I want you to keep a record of your dream signs. This follows on quite well from last month, which was just to have a dream journal entry every day of the month, but now you need to analyse your dream signs and see which themes are the most common in your dreams so you can work towards lucidity in the future. So for example, maybe you dream about school a lot. I know that's one that appears in my dreams quite a lot of the time. So make sure that you are indeed writing dream journal entries down, but keep a record of your dream signs and see which ones are the most predominant. So that's it, guys. I hope you take part in this. Feel free to let me know how you get on with it. At the end of the month there's always a live stream on the last Sunday of the month where we can discuss things there as well. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I have been Max, aka TheRaRaRabbit. See you in the next video.